Morning all. Well, this is a flower farmer on tour piece. This is an unusual day for me. I'm going to London to the Garden Media Guild Awards lunch at the Seavo Hotel, so that's me curtsying. And so, as you can see, I've taken off my usual low grade filth and I'm on with my best bib and tucker. I've even got rocks, sparkles. But being me, of course, I'm not just going up. I'm going to use the opportunity. I'm going to drive up to West London and deliver the first 140 wreaths that I've made for Petersham. And then I'm going to go to the lunch. So it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm in my glad rags. Come with me. And if you're new to the channel, you're very welcome. Please subscribe. Press the bell icon and we'll tell you when we've got more clips coming up. And if any of the tips and tricks we give you along the way are useful, you can always buy us a coffee, or better still, join my club. And the details for club membership and coffee buying are in the blurb to all my clips. Look, it's Saturday and I'm still wearing my party clothes. The apron's back on. But yeah, party mood is still here. Anyway, come along. Mostly, I talk about gardening, flower growing, running a flower growing business, lots of garden floristry, but sometimes I leave the farm and set off on an adventure. And so this clip is all about going to the Garden Media Guild Awards lunch, and it's really a fun day and worth thinking about why you would be a paid up member of a membership organisation. Things to think about. Come along, enjoy. And if you're new to the channel, you're very welcome. Please do subscribe, press the bell icon and we'll tell you when we've got more clips coming up. And if any of the tips and tricks we give you along the way are useful, you can always buy me a coffee, or better still, join my club. The details for coffee buying and club membership are in the blurb to all my clips. Right, let's go. So there's 140 freshly made willow wreaths in the back of the car. Hope you like them, Tom. And I'm delivering to Petersham Nurseries, which is quite muddy it can be quite muddy on the edge of the river in Petersham in Richmond. So despite the fact I'm going to the Seavo Hotel for lunch, I'm wearing my Merry People boots because I think they're very smart. They go well with my tweed trousers, but they're extremely comfortable. We've had very, very wet weather, and so it might rain. And if there are puddles at Petersham, I won't get wet feet. Also comfort. And of course I'm wearing my apron because I'm delivering. And I've had the weekly hair wash specially. Right, let's point the car and go west. Oh, and I've got flowers in the back for my friend Katie, who I'm staying with. Lucky me. She lives in Leafy Barnes, so I can park at her house and then take the train to the Seavoy. This is the very, very lovely Petersham Nurseries. If you're ever in West London, hello puss, it's got its own cat. If you're ever in West London and are looking for a lovely day, you don't have to come and spend a fortune. You can just come for a mooch. I would say this was the very, very best mooch-tastic place to visit. So for any of you Americans or anybody who lives outside London or further away, if you're ever in this neck of the woods, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's full of these lovely greenhouses which are turned into restaurants and tea rooms. This one's the tea house, look. And there are plants and there are trees.
Oh, hi.
And people. And it's beautiful, beautiful place. Lovely things to buy, lovely things to eat. It's just heaven. It's like a little spot of heaven in West London. So Petersham Nurseries, look, Tom, who is the director of horticulture here, is a really amazingly good florist.
Right.
And look, he's floated all these beautiful chrysanthemums in a great big planter. He has such clever ideas. And it's a great compliment to be invited to make the willow bases for their Christmas wreath workshops. And as you step out, you're on the water meadows by the Thames. And there are belted Galloway cattle grazing. And I was right to wear my wellies. Hello. Look. Yes, wasn't I the clever one? Right, time to take the apron off and go to the Seavoy for lunch. Just the entrance to Petersham is so enticing. One always wants to go in and see what we can find. And now here I am at Leafy Barnes station, ready for the train to London Waterloo. I still feel as if I'm in the countryside, really. But not for long. All the people here think I'm a weirdo talking to myself. I've got my smart scarf and my smart jacket and my sparkly silver Marks and Spencer's jumper. So it's all coming together. I think that's where MI6 is. This feels a bit more London-y. We're coming in to Waterloo and I'm going to walk over the bridge to the Seavoy. There's the river. Exciting. Whoa, this is much more London. This is the old Eurostar terminal, I realise. I used to go to Paris. When I lived in Paris all those years ago, this is where I used to go from and to. And I think the boots are rather chic against the grey. So here I am crossing the river, and that building with the clock is the Seavo Hotel, where lunch will be taken. It is a 7-star hotel, but in medieval times, it was the site of the grandest private house in possibly the world, but certainly in this country. But little moment of peasants' revolt. It was destroyed in the 1300s with the peasants' revolt, and it is now the site of the Seavo Hotel, where the Garden Media Guild have their annual lunch. Why am I a member of the Garden Media Guild? Because it's fun. And I get to see once a year, I go to this lunch and I see loads of people that I talk to on social media all year round, and there are really only 2 occasions I see them all, here and Chelsea Flower Show Press Day. So it's like twice a year, we gardeners, who often we work on our own in quite rural, isolated situations, which mostly we like, but twice a year we meet up and have a hoolie, and this is one of those occasions. Look, there's some pools. It's amazing. I love London. It's very exciting, especially on a day like today. It's gorgeous weather. We've had so much rain. Anyway, nearly there. Walking across the bridge, and who should I find but Naomi Slade, and you are
Michelle
Chapman. But you are on the Instagram and things. You're called
Veg Plotting.
That's it. Veg Plotting, and Naomi Slade. Veg Plotting, very, very serious blogger, vlogger.
The whole kit and caboodle.
The whole kit and caboodle gardener.
You want it online, choose it now.
Yeah, and Naomi Slade, obviously famous garden book writer. I was talking about you only at my ranunculus, online ranunculus course, because a very lovely book about ranunculus, amongst other things. New book about winter gardens.
Yes, just come out, new book on winter gardens. That's very thorough and comprehensive.
There you are. You see, we're just walking across the bridge and the place is heaving with gardeners. Right, on we go.
Onwards.
I'll see you there.
So it should.
So it should.
Bye.
And here we are, the Seavoy Hotel. Now most people are going in through the back door down by the river, but I thought you'd like to see the front. So I'm going to go now through the rabbit warren, which is the Seavoy, to find the big ballroom downstairs at the back, which is where we gardeners belong for our lunch. Very stylish flowers, look. Inspired, no doubt, by my leafy arrangement that I put on here a week or so ago. And sort of seasonal hydrangeas. Anyway, that's the floristry at Seavoy. But look, I do love the frieze around the top of the room. Very stylish and chic. It's very grand, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going down here. How's this for floristry? They've made umbrellas out of leaves. Actually, really, on the subject of sustainability, I'd say they are playing the game. So look, here we are, and listen to the noise. This is the noise of 300 gardeners who only see each other a couple of times a year, having a lovely time. It's quite warm. And this is why I don't wear makeup, ever. Because if I get too hot, it just pulls off. So I look better without makeup, even a little glowing. That's Steph Haggerty filming. We're all filming.
2023 has certainly turned out to be quite a year.
They're very
I would
famous
never
gardeners.
imagine that I would be
His name is Slade again.
hosting goes
And this is Manoj who's giving the prizes and being our compere.
without who
We've all had quite a lot of wine. It's a lovely lunch.
definitely.
And then Barbara Segal won the Lifetime Achievement, and she has earned it. My goodness, the nicest woman. And look how happy we all are for her. And then sometimes later, I leave out of the back door because I know my place. And we gardeners all love the back door. Anyway, I'm walking along towards the river. I've had the most lovely afternoon. The thing about the Garden Media Guild is that we're all gardeners first, and we like to write and photograph and make videos and all of that stuff. But we're gardeners, and so we're really nice people, which is why when someone like Barbara Segal wins the Lifetime Achievement Award, we're all so thrilled. Anyway, there we are, off to the river. And we have all been, while having a lovely time, doing some quite ruthless networking, setting up articles, blog posts, YouTube posts, realising that somebody lives closer by than we thought, somebody might be fun to do a collaboration with, all of those things. So I'm walking away with at least 3 travel posts where I'll go and visit people, 2 posts where people come and visit me, a job for my son for the Chelsea Flower Show, and a possible piece that I'm going to write for a magazine. So not only have I had a really lovely time, but we've all done some work too. Happy days. Oh look, this is Cleopatra's Needle with a sphinx, and in the distance, Big Ben. I think being part of a membership organisation is really valuable. Not all of them. There are lots to choose from, and as a gardener in the UK, I'm a member of the Royal Horticultural Society because I think it's doing a good thing. But it's fun too because they have made me a member of the Dahlia Trials Committee, so that's really fun, and I've made lots of friends there, lots of colleagues. And if you work on your own like I do, or run a small business, it's really nice to be part of other organisations. So I'm a member of the RHS, I'm a member of the Garden Media Guild. I'm going to rejoin Flowers from the Farm, which is my industry body. I haven't been a member for a long time. I'm notoriously mean, and I wasn't sure what I was getting for my money. But I also feel now that I can I'm in a position to maybe give a little bit back. So that's why I'm going to rejoin it. And possibly be quite frank with people about running flower farms in an artisan way. And I'm also a member of the Society of Authors, which I've never used. But as an author, it's a useful organisation. I agent myself. I haven't got an agent. So if I needed help checking contracts or anything, that's where the Society of Authors would be useful. So if you're thinking about if you're going to join a membership organisation, A, it's friendly. B, often it's fun. But C, really think about what you're going to get for your money. And if it's too much, you don't have to be a member. But if you think it's well worth it, you make lots of friends, and that's really fun for me. And an excuse to come to London from time to time is very exciting. Look, there's Paul's again. And the Savoy lit up. Right, I'm off to get the train back to Leafy Barnes. I'm going to have supper with my friend and then early home tomorrow.